Welcome to the making of Windy Harbors, a game for the Trijam 189, a challenge to make a game in 3 hours. This time around, the theme which the game has to follow was push and pull. After some brainstorming, I came up with the idea that the player is a cloud that has to push boats into different ports. And this is my way too optimistic list of features, including art, a spawner, controllable cloud that can make wind, boats that interact with ports and wind, and sound effects. If you, by the way, want to try out the game, you can follow the link in the video description, it's free. And if you are already down there, you should also like the video and consider subscribing. After creating these color-coded ports, I wrote that script which spawns boats at random intervals at the location of a random spawner. I also made a boat which is currently a circle and a script that they can move. I also wanted the boats would slow down after some time, so I implemented it as well. Oh yeah, and for some reason they didn't slow down. And the spawner doesn't seem to be working either. After having wasted nearly 40 minutes, which is quite a lot if you only have 3 hours, on these two problems, it finally worked properly. I even managed to add some randomness to the slowdown. Every frame the speed gets smaller by a speed decrease and a random number which is different for each boat. I added a player, it's not a square, made a move and rotate, and struggled with raycasts to detect goats. Boats. No, but seriously. I shoot a ray to check if something's in the way from the position of the player in direction of the mouse, with a length exactly from the player to the mouth. Afterwards, I check if I hit anything and if the object is a boat. If so, I send a signal to this ship. With this function in place, which speeds up boats, everything was finally working. With all that logic in place, it was finally time to make some art. I began drawing on the background for the game, including the city and the ports. Notice that when you have a tile set in Ace Bright, you can select a tile and press Ctrl or Command plus P to create a brush with the tile texture. That's the technique I used to draw the city. I also changed the blue boats to green, since it was hard to make them out in the blue water. With all of that in place, I added a cloud with two states, idle and stormy. Every time the mouse is clicked, it displays the stormy version, otherwise the cloud returns to its normal state. So there you have it. After drawing the boats and doing some more UI stuff, I was finished. By the time of this video, the jam is still running. But even if you watch this in the future, you can follow the link in the description to play the game. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.